The HBL PSL always delivers high-octane cricket, but under the stadium lights, the pressure takes on a physical weight. In modern T20, fielding teams face a brutal mathematical reality. Momentum swings violently, and no target feels completely out of reach. Take the clash between the Karachi Kings and the Quetta Gladiators. Karachi batted first, looking to put a massive psychological benchmark on the board. Setting a target of 180 runs is half the work. To win, the fielding side has to follow that up with defensive execution that accounts for every potential momentum shift. David Warner opened the batting for the Kings and immediately dictated the terms of the match. To negate the early swing, he took an aggressive stance, standing at least 2 feet outside his crease. That precise positioning allowed him to react late and punch the ball through the gaps. 4 consecutive boundaries off his bat put the Gladiators on the back foot from the very first over. Quetta had to find a way to stall that momentum. They turned to their bowler, Daniel, who managed to strike against the run of play and pull crucial wickets out of the Karachi top order. Karachi lost their set batters, but Warner's early blitz provided enough of a cushion. By the end of their 20 overs, the Kings posted a highly imposing total of over 180. A 180-run total creates a vacuum. It is high enough to intimidate, yet in the modern game it provides just enough space for an opponent to strike back if the bowling loses its edge. As the second innings began, the math was clear. The Quetta Gladiators needed to score at a punishing run rate right out of the gate. Karachi expected a fight, but they didn't expect Shamil. Playing on his PSL debut, he stepped up and immediately started dismantling the Kings' bowling attack. This chart compares Quetta's actual run rate to the demanding required rate. You can see Shamil's impact as his perfectly timed sweeps aggressively close the distance. Racing to a 52-run half-century, he drags the run rate sharply upward, shifting momentum over to Quetta. Karachi's 180-run target was no longer a safe haven. It was a fragile lead, and Shamil was actively tearing it down. With boundaries flowing and the required rate falling, the Karachi fielders were losing their grip on the match. Karachi needed to force an error. They turned to the leg spinner Adam Zampa to break the rhythm. Zampa didn't rely on massive turn. He fired the ball in with pace and a straight trajectory. The subtle variation worked, catching Shamil out and finally dismissing the dangerous debutant. The moment the umpire's finger went up, the energy in the stadium shifted completely. The Gladiators' primary anchor was gone. Breaking a set partnership removes the runs that batter would have scored, but it also resets the batting team's psychological momentum to 0. That brings us to the death overs, the final phase of a T20 match. Batters swing at every delivery, with no room for error. Karachi handed the ball to Hassan Ali. His job was to act as the closer, shutting the door on Quetta's lower order. To do that, he relied on his slower ball. By dropping his pace, he deceived the Quetta batters, disrupting their timing and forcing false shots into the air. His execution peaked when he secured 2 critical wickets in 2 consecutive deliveries, stopping the Gladiators' chase in its tracks. He finished his 4 overs with figures of 4 wickets for just 27 runs. Pace alone doesn't win death overs. The bowlers who survive are the ones who relentlessly execute their variations under immense pressure. Hassan Ali's defensive squeeze worked. The Quetta Gladiators fell exactly 14 runs short of the target. Karachi's victory relied on 2 phases. Warner's opening masterclass set the target, and Ali's clinical bowling defended it. A 180-run total creates the possibility of a win. The 4 overs of pressure-tested bowling from Hassan Ali were what actually secured it.